Hey everybody, welcome to Behind the Hedges. It's Saturday. Oh no, wait, what night is this? This is Tuesday night. This is Tuesday night, and it's 9:30. So tonight we're going to be doing a little preview of the Texas A&M Aggies and talking about what to expect from them coming in the from them in this upcoming season. And but before we do that, let's do this thing that we always do. Welcome, everybody. Who are you people? What's going on here? Let's start with you, Shelby. You want to tell these folks something about yourself?
Sure. Howdy, as we say in Aggie land. My name is Shelby. I co-host SEC Biased. If you want to check us out, you can find us at SEC_biased on Twitter. We enjoy talking SEC football and SEC baseball, basketball, softball, anything SEC related. We're here. Just check us out. Oh, and I'm an Aggie.
Hey, there it is. And she's an Aggie.
And she's an Aggie.
Go ahead, Caleb. Remind these people who you are.
I'm KTG. Actually, now I'm KTM, Caleb the Mailman, Stetson Bennett Jr. You know the vibes. I'm just playing. But KTG 13 TV, I live stream video games on Twitch and on Facebook. We're on the road to 4K in Facebook, man. I think I'm at 3.8K. So come give me a follow if you enjoy college football. We duke it out on some pretty good competition. As Mitch saw today, kind of stepped in on my last second loss in the SEC title, but it was a good game. And if y'all enjoy some good friendly, well, sometimes not so friendly banter and good college football debate, come check us out, man, at KTG 13 TV on Facebook and Twitch.
Nice, man. I'm gonna leave that up there. Hey, did you get us up on the Twitch stream tonight?
Nah, my my Twitch was tripping.
It's good, dude. We got plenty of time. We'll try it.
I'm gonna get you on there later on.
All right, so we have business to do here, people. So this is our annual off-season ritual where we sort of cruise through the other SEC teams. This is a Georgia Bulldog show, in case anybody didn't know that. But we like to talk about the SEC in general and like sort of preview upcoming attractions and so forth. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this right here with Shelby. Shelby's our resident Aggie, of course, and we're going to let her sort of fill us in a little bit here. So first off, we're going to talk a little bit about departures here, like graduation, draft, transfers, coaches, things like that. So what can you tell me? First of all, I guess I should ask you, Shelby, what are your feelings about Texas A&M's this past season? How did the season end with you?
The season was very disappointing. I tried to make it out to as many games as I could. I just graduated in 2018, and my sisters are currently a freshman, so she kind of hooked it up with tickets and such. So I went to a lot of the no-name teams that I was able to go to, so those were wins. But I did see us lose to Arkansas live and in person. Ouch.
Were you at the Bama game?
I was not. My sister and my mom were supposed to go. And then there was a whole issue with the tickets that someone stole her sports pass. It was a whole thing. She didn't get to go, and she's very upset about it.
That's a bummer. I don't know if whether you realize this or not, but we actually went live right after the field goal.
Okay, can we talk about, I don't know if y'all seen the video, but Seth Small's wife, our kicker, gave no shits about going over that wall.
Yeah.
No shits.
In fact, we played that clip as our intro for the following week. It was like, this is the cold intro. It was just the A&M field goal, and there's mom down there, throwing up a few prayers, and there's it up, and it's good, and it fades to black, and then here comes the Behind the Hedges, and dude, it was just us laughing into the camera for an hour.
It was probably the highlight of my season.
It has to be, right? Like, it's funny that you start off saying that the season was a disappointment, yet it's a season you guys beat Bama in. So, that's kind of weird. But I understand what you're saying. So you guys there was a lot of flavor, a lot of sauce going around College Station in the preseason, and there's still some there going into this coming season. There's expectations, right? We're going to get to all that, but before we do, let's talk about players who are leaving the program.
Oh, and there's a bunch.
Okay, let's hear it. What do you want to start with graduation? How many seniors you guys losing?
A bunch. Let's see. I'm trying to go through Michael Clemens, defensive line, Jaden Peavy, defensive line, Tyree Johnson, defensive line, Leon O'Neal, safety, Aaron Hansford. These are just the big names that are going into the draft. We have a bunch of seniors that really aren't going anywhere.
Mhm.
But and then we have some junior or Seth Smalls, a senior, so our kicker, our friend that made that last second field goal and made the last second field goal against Florida a year ago. Beautiful man, love him. He's leaving us. Kenyon Green is leaving us. He's an offensive lineman. We quite enjoyed him. He played every position on the line at some point in the last 2 seasons.
Right. And
so, that's going to be something.
Kellen Mond is coming back for a couple more years, right?
Oh, absolutely. Him and Johnny Manziel, they're all going to come back for some more.
I think
I wish Johnny Manziel would come back. He was my favorite player. I actually have a Johnny Manziel Texas A&M shirt. Honestly,
there you go. That makes my heart happy.
Yeah. So so that's the graduation draft. You any notable transfers going out. I had the actually, you know what? I'll just share the screen. I still have it right here. It's no problem. It's no problem, everybody. Transfer portals right here. Yeah. Let's hop over there. Look at that. Look at that. It's all stacked up on the side there like the Brady Bunch. All right, let's put that banner away for a second. Yeah, so these are let me scroll up a little bit because I'm leaving off the good stuff. You guys are getting Max Johnson, right? From LSU.
Yes.
He is abandoning ship from Baton Rouge, and Zach, what is it? Uncle Lou calls him the Italian hot pocket Calzada. Is going
the Cuban Missile.
The Cuban Missile, yeah. Well, he's going to Auburn. He's going to get torpedoed out there on the plains. But those are notable movements right there. Yeah, out with a pretty good quarterback, or at least from where I'm standing, a pretty good quarterback, and in with another pretty good quarterback. But you guys are also going to be bringing in some other younger guys too, which we'll talk about later. These running backs that you see leaving here, there's one guy that's transferring out to Temple, another one going to Nebraska, 3-star guys. Got a receiver leaving who was unrated. Who knows where he's going? A couple of more 3-star defensive linemen. One of them's going to play up there with Coach Prime. And then this guy is right here is going to Southern Illinois. And then you got some defensive backs out. 3-star guys going over to Missouri. He will probably improve their roster a little bit. But how you feel about this? You feel generally good about these losses, or is there anything that's going to be difficult to overcome with this?
No, a lot of these guys are. Mine is Zach Calzada, who I don't know if y'all saw it, but right after I think it was after the Mississippi State loss, he Snapchatted or Instagrammed or something. All of you can suck my dick.
Oh.
And then deleted it because all of us were like, excuse you, what?
Wow.
Because he's like, look, we started calling him the glow stick because every time he would somehow find a way to break himself and then he'd come back and we'd win.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
So he's like, all of you can suck my dick, y'all. Like, seriously, how many times have I broken myself for you? And what for what? And I was like, I feel you. I get you. Okay. I'm not upset at you. So when he announced he was leaving, I was like, yeah, we knew.
You already knew it. Well, hey, at least he didn't pull it. Speaking of Florida, let's talk about Florida for a second. Speaking of, we knew he was leaving. Emory Jones. Emory Jones went into the portal and just came back. He just came back.
Nobody wanted him.
Nobody wanted him. They said, "That's all right, Emory. Go on back to the portal."
Yeah, so he played in that bowl game against UCF, trying to go to UCF, and he looked like garbage, and they didn't want him. So
UCF was like that.
If you get turned down by Gus Malzahn, there's problems there. Internal, not with anybody else, with yourself. Don't get me started on Florida. Y'all know the vibes here.
Anyways, what else can you add to this, Shelby? As far as like the departures, any coaches that are leaving? Does any part of the departure process sting besides Calzada?
I wouldn't say Calzada stings. I would say that Calzada was kind of expected in a fact that he's kind of, I think he gave everything he had to us, and he's like, look, fuck y'all. I beat Alabama and you did nothing. Like y'all, like you acted like I was the second coming of Jesus because I beat Alabama, and then I lost to LSU, and y'all of you can suck my dick. It's pretty much what happened.
Gotcha. Roger that. Okay. So,
but coaches wise, yeah, we lost an offensive coordinator to oh my gosh, why would I say UCLA? USC, the other California school.
Mm-hmm.
And losing him kind of sucks. Our guys liked him. We got a whole bunch of commitments under him, but all of them seemed to want to stay. So we didn't lose anybody when he left. We also lost Mike Elko to Duke, as he's the new head coach at Duke.
Yep.
And that stung because I love Mike Elko. I love him. And his in-game adjustments that, as a student under Kevin Sumlin, I didn't know what in-game adjustments were. That never happened.
Roger that.
I suffered through the Kevin Sumlin years.
I remember those years when A&M would come out and like 7-0, house on fire. They're gonna drop
Auburn.
What's that?
Lose to Auburn for no reason.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna drop them last 5 games. But
Auburn was always the first one that did it. What was it? D Ford sat Manziel twice in a row to end that game. It was crazy. I lost money on that game, so I'm still mad.
A&M will either lose to the entire state of Alabama or the entire state of Mississippi. Book it.
But not both in the same year. This year was the entire state of Mississippi. Wow, that's incredible. Oh wow. Okay, hey, we're gonna cut it off here, folks. We appreciate all the info for the departure segment, but you stay tuned, and we're gonna talk about some arrivals. Very exciting stuff coming up next. See ya. Hey everybody, welcome to Behind the Hedges. I don't know when you're going to be watching this video, but tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about Texas A&M and new faces that are going to be joining their program. Let's get to it. Love it. Welcome back, everybody. How are things since I last saw you?
Wow, it's been so long.
I know. Everybody slept in the clothes. That's awesome.
I missed you.
I missed you too, buddy. So
talking to me. Don't act like he was talking to you.
I know, Caleb. We go back. Sorry. So we're going to be talking about some arrivals at Texas A&M. This is where I believe if I were an Aggie fan, I would be stoked to be unbelievable.
We're excited.
The stuff you guys have coming in. Oh my goodness. Just like can't wait to open presents on Christmas morning, right? Like you guys have to be hyped about this stuff. So recruiting, anything happened in, as Dan Mullen would say, recruiting season?
Recruiting season? Anything happen?
I don't know. Did anything happen?
We only signed the #1 class in the history of ever.
History of ever.
And apparently, according to Jimbo, we didn't pay for it. So, fine.
Somebody's out there paying for it, ain't they? Hey, real quick, let me tell you something. I don't know if you know him, Shelby, but I'm pretty sure that KTG does, and that's Rohan Gaines. You may have heard us talk about Rohan. Tried to get him on the show tonight, and I don't think he couldn't make it happen. I would have loved to have brought him in like 50 Cent at halftime, like hanging upside down and stuff, right? That would have been really, really cool. But Rohan, former student of mine, I taught him at Bainbridge High School, and KT used to call his games, right? You called Rohan's games on the radio. And Rohan went on, played college ball at Arkansas, and then the Rams. He played for the Rams.
Yeah, it was the Rams.
Yeah, and then eventually made his way back to Bainbridge High School, where he coached Dion Smoke Bowie, who is now going to be coming out your way. But when he was in high school, he played football with Nick Williams. Do you know Nick Williams? Nick is currently at A&M as well. He is a former Bainbridge Bearcat and University of Georgia Dog, and current ride along with Jimbo Fisher. And basically, Rohan went out there and impressed those dudes. And Nick said, "Hey, I know this guy. We need to bring him on board." And so Rohan is now going to be a grad assistant for A&M, and that is a huge, massive get for you guys, and you just don't even realize it yet. They are about to go scorched earth, salted ground policy all over South Georgia, and much to Florida State's chagrin. Right. So when Jimbo left there, he said, "This place will never, ever bear fruit again. Watch this." And I frankly love it. So, and he's going to cast out enough diesel down there killing those crops that it's going to affect Florida, and it's going to affect Georgia. It's going to, if Jimbo can recruit like this, it is because of the people he surrounded himself with. All right, he's done a really excellent job, and some of us who look behind the curtain periodically are taking notice. It's kind of scary. All right, and we all know Texas got money, and things big in Texas, right? And so if people want to complain about buying a class or whatever and saying like that's not, look, it's legal. It's on the up and up, right? Like I'm with it. All right. If you can do it, because if you don't do it, somebody else is doing it. I promise you. Right. And I promise you, Nick Saban ain't going to flinch. Kirby ain't going to flinch. You better drop the pedal down. Right. And you better go full speed, because there's only one way, and that's up. Okay. So recruiting. Awesome. Transfers. I think that, let me put this back up there for just
Max
a second.
Johnson is our only one, I believe.
Yeah, he was if not the only, at least the most notable, right?
I believe, as far as I know, he's the only one in this class. We ain't letting Kiffin it up in here.
Oh my goodness! Well, actually, this is what I want to do. Hold on, I gotta Google up something. This always makes for good TV when I have to look something up. All right, so
if you listen to SC Bias, you'll hear me all the time. Hold on, I gotta Google it. Give me a second.
Gotta Google a thing. So I'll share this screen here, just so we can. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, so just taking a look here. There it is. But I want to look at this overall, because this factors in recruiting as well as transfers. Okay. Here's a little bit of trivia for you, Shelby. Only one SEC team has not taken a player out of the transfer portal this year. Can you name that team?
Is it going to be Georgia? Because I'm assuming that's the only reason that you care.
The what? The G is all that you care. Yeah, so it is Georgia. Georgia's is the team who has not taken a player out of the portal yet. It turns out, if we covered this on last week's show, we got 92 guys that we have to trim down to 85 guys. So we're probably going to see some more guys hit the portal before it's all said and done. But anyhow, there you go. There's your 2022 incoming class rankings. Now A&M there with a 330, Alabama with 226, which ain't far off. All right, let's be honest. That 226 is breathing down the neck of 330. Georgia's back a slight bit with a 316, and then Ohio State is on down there 300. And everybody else can go on and suck it. I didn't realize actually that LSU had crept up so good there, but 4 out of the top 6 are SEC schools. So there's no lack of talent in the conference as per usual. You guys notably, and help me out here, you guys notably signed a monstrous defensive line class.
Yes. And it's because of who we're losing. We talked about it earlier. We're losing a bunch of defensive line. Mm-hmm. But I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensive linemen and or defensive ends. Yeah. So thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, and we're not talking about just defensive line. We're talking about blue chip, top notch defensive linemen, the best of the best of the best, right? I think I was counting it up last night, and I want to say that Georgia, Alabama, and Texas A&M signed something like 29 out of the top 50 players in the country.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
That is absolutely ludicrous. And there was something like 38 of the top 50 players in the country went to SEC schools. So
And that's not surprising.
not surprised. Sometimes, what is it? It just means more. Isn't that?
Just
Isn't that the
means
same?
more, you know?
It just means more. Yeah. So everybody else can talk about the mythical recruiting national championship and all that. But the fact of the matter is, since the inception of the college football playoff, every school who has signed a number one recruiting class has won a national championship, with the exception of Texas A&M, who just signed the number one recruiting class, right? So it's on you guys.
Crossed, right? Please.
What's that?
Fingers crossed. It's been 19,
I mean,
how many years?
it was we hadn't won in 41 years, and y'all were on a 41-year drought when we won. 82 years since the Aggies won one. Good gravy. I think Adolf Hitler was still alive when you guys won one.
That is a true statement. Yes.
Whew, there had never been an atomic bomb dropped when you guys won it. Man,
I'll take it, but it's okay because we didn't lose to Kansas in football twice.
How about that, Shorthorn?
Once in Austin. To a kid who had never caught an offensive pass in his life. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so you told me that you had some new coaches that were coming in that you were excited about, right?
We do. I don't know how I feel about DJ Durkin. He's our new defensive coordinator. It took them forever to announce it, which was really weird to me. And I know he's got some baggage that's coming with him, and I don't know.
Where's he coming from? Remind me. I know his name, but I just Miss. Okay.
We stole him from the Rebels because you know what they say: if we can't beat them, steal their coach. That's what we always do. Look at A&M baseball. We stole TCU's coach. If you can't beat them, steal their coach.
All right. So Durkin's coming over, and he's going to be DC for you guys?
The co-defensive coordinator with our linebackers coach, who is really good. And apparently the only way we were going to keep our linebackers coach is if we made him co-defensive coordinator.
All right. I see. Sweeten the pot. Yep. Okay. And who's going to be the new O-line coach?
Steve, I don't know how to say this guy's name. It's Steve Adazio.
Steve Adazio. Oh yeah, yeah. He was a head guy somewhere, wasn't he?
That's a good question that I don't know the answer to, because all I know is that we picked him up. I think he came from Colorado or something like that.
He was the head coach at Temple, Boston College, and Colorado State. Yeah, he was last at Colorado State. Do you know who the social media manager is at Colorado State University?
I do not.
She is my sister-in-law.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Wow. And they used to. That's where Bobo was, right? Wasn't Bobo out there head coach for a little while before Adazio? So you guys got Adazio, we got Bobo. Yay! Colorado State.
Party time!
Suffering at Fort Collins, and Fort Collins has delicious burritos, so it's a fair trade, right?
I'll tell you now, I'm excited about this quarterback competition. I got to talk about it before we go anywhere.
Please do. I want to hear about Connor Wigman.
You couldn't tell me how to say it. You couldn't tell me. I know they made T-shirts with Gig'em at the end of his last name, which I love, and they need to market them because I will buy one right now.
Let's just call him that, Connor Gig'em.
Just Connor Gig'em. That's his name. Haynes King, I thought was going to end up transferring because I thought Max Johnson was going to be the guy because he has the experience that King obviously doesn't have after he got WWE tackled and broken at Colorado.
Right.
But apparently from those close to the program, it's going to be King unless Wingman really shows out. And Wingman is foregoing playing baseball this spring to focus on this competition.
Oh, now that's a big thing.
Big deal because he is a huge baseball player. And Schloss was really excited to have him. And he's like, hey, by the way, not playing this spring. Sorry.
Dang. So I know that last year when we did our Aggie preview, we talked a lot about Calzada and King. those were the two guys that we chopped it up with. Our other Aggie, who, man, the other Caleb, has anybody seen or heard from him? Is he on a milk carton?
I actually just talked to him the other day, man. He's just been kicking it. He's got a new job, so he's been a little more busy.
Oh, I see. I thought we were going to find him buried in the desert somewhere, man. That guy been gone a minute. So anyhow, we chopped it up about King and Calzada last year, and we saw how that kind of worked out. He was pretty high on A&M last year. He thought that he thought you guys would get through the season with maybe a loss, but he also felt confident in beating Bama. He said, if the loss comes, it ain't going to come to Bama. So that was pretty interesting to hear him say that as now that we know how the season panned out. But whatever. We talked about the old stuff. Let's look forward to some new stuff. You're going to have a quarterback competition between Connor Giggum and Max Johnson.
Max.
And Haynes King. So look, whoever comes out of that, you got to feel good about it, right? Like you got to feel good about it.
I'm hoping so. I don't know how to feel about Haynes King because he came out and threw 3 interceptions against Kent State. Yes, 2 of them weren't his fault. Fine, whatever. But one of them was, and it's Kent fucking State, Haynes. What are you doing?
You know who the last Georgia quarterback to throw 3 interceptions in a game was? The U.S. postal worker, the mailman. And you know what he's got? He got a ring, baby.
True. Hey, if Haynes can get us a ring, I'd be shook. But I don't think if we get a ring, it won't be this coming year. It'll be the next one.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to be leaning on your freshmen hard this year, right? And it's like Ducati says, it's hard to replace experience, right? But I always follow that up with, yes, but if you have to replace experience, replace it with talent. You know what I mean? And you guys obviously have the talent to come in there. It's just going to be about finding the right mix and finding who's going to jive here and there. I mean, freshmen can make a difference. Ask Brock Bowers, right? You get some of these guys on that defensive line balling out. I mean, maybe you might see some attrition. I mean, you might not keep all those guys. You might not have to, right? But the ones you do keep will be good ones, and you'll keep them for a long time. And so ain't nobody looking forward to playing A&M
anytime soon.
2-3 years down the road, right? So maybe they're not looking forward to playing them right now.
Who's the one we stole from Georgia? That's my question. I don't remember. Because there was one that was the longest tenured Georgia commitment, and then flipped on signing day. And I'm trying to remember who it was. Was it Brownlow?
It was Killebrew.
Marcus Groves Killebrew. Yeah. There was a lot of smoke coming our way though that he was probably going to do that. It
was mutual. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
that was a one we gave y'all. Trust me.
The one that I was really hurt about was losing Smoke. I really wanted him to play for the Dogs, just because he's a hometown boy, but also he's good. You know what I mean? And you guys are gonna like him. I think the word on Killebrew was that it soured both ways. I'd heard that too. It's he wasn't too high on the Dogs, and the Dogs were like, that's good. Because I don't know whether you noticed or not, but Georgia also signed a ball and defensive line class, but probably the best defensive secondary class I've ever seen anybody sign. It's absolutely insane, the defensive backs that we got out of this haul. So I mean, geez,
we need some of those. That'll be our next focus.
Well, defensive line don't hurt, all right, and that's what we had, and we're losing some guys. Obviously, those dudes just won the championship. Those guys are going to go on now. A couple of them might come back and contribute, but we had to refresh. The pantry is going to get bare, so you got to keep doing it. So anyhow, any other notable arrivals you'd like to talk about before we get into some expectations?
I tell you, Walter Nolan, excited about him.
You what now?
Say the highest rated recruit we've ever signed, tied with Myles Garrett. And Myles ain't doing too shabby.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah. He did
try to kill what's his face for the Steelers.
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Remove his freaking head, dude. You got to be excited about Nolan. For a long time, he was the number 1 rated player before before. Well, he's still going to be the number one rated player playing in Division I college football. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. Man, I cannot wait to watch JSU play. I can't wait to see Coach Prime, see what he does with all his toys. That jerker's putting together a Death Star down there.
Why not?
Anywho, yeah, and why not? Right? Or why not? All right. Hey guys, it's been fun with this. Let's come back and do a little bit more in just a bit. But first, here we go. Oh, hello there. Man, I gotta quit forgetting to turn off these banners. Hey guys, welcome to Behind the Hedges. Tonight we're going to be talking to some A&M folks, or at least one A&M folks, and talking about expectations for the Texas A&M Aggies coming up. But first, let's do this. Keep forgetting to turn the banners off. You notice that? They're just whatever. Anyway, it's hard being me. All right, I need a producer. Caleb, you're hired.
Bet. Gotcha.
You can be my producer. Sit over here and give me the signal.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
I mean, basically, yeah, right. So before we get into this, just a quick refresher here. This is Shelby over here, and she's with SEC Biased. You can find her on Twitter. You guys have a presence on Facebook as well, too, right?
We do. We don't use it as much as we'd like to, but every episode is posted on Facebook.
And your episodes go on Spotify, other platforms?
Spotify, what's it called? Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, anywhere you get podcasts, we're there.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we want I want to invite you to start sharing your stuff on our page, Field of Streams. Please do hit a larger audience. Caleb, he streams gaming, and we welcome his streams to our page. He's got a Twitch channel. He's got his own Facebook thing going on down there. So please feel free to spread your stuff all over the place. We'd love to have it. All right. Anyway, let's get into to this here. All right, Texas A&M going into 2022. Recap real quick. What was your record last year?
Sadness.
Record was sadness.
With a win over Alabama.
Sadness coded with a win over Alabama. Hey, fair enough.
I honestly have to look. I know we lost to what? LSU, Mississippi State, Arkansas.
It was 8-4.
Yeah,
and then the bowl game got canceled, right? It got COVIDed. Yeah. So 8-4, which is clearly well below expectations. I think I had A&M going something like 10-2.
Yeah, I had us undefeated, so here we are.
All right. Are you one of those people, or did you really believe that?
Okay, I talked so much shit that I was like, okay, I got to pick us to be undefeated now.
Right. I did. Yeah.
Shit. So I got to walk the walk. And honestly, had Haynes King not gone down, maybe we would have been. You don't know.
Maybe so. I it's funny to me, man, because like I'm an old school dog fan. You know what I mean? Like I was born when the Dogs won their last championship, but I was only like one. And I'm old now, right? And so I'd learned over the years, just like don't expect that. Don't expect greatness. Blessed are those who do not expect too much, for they are seldom disappointed, and all that kind of stuff, right?
That's normally my go-to.
To hear somebody who has been waiting twice as long for a championship talk with that much confidence, man, that gives me faith in humanity again. It makes me want to go out and live.
I tell you, I was born the year that the Cowboys won their last Super Bowl. And my uncle told me when I was little that it was my fault. That's why I didn't watch football for the longest time, because I believed that it was my fault that the Cowboys had not won a Super Bowl. I was like, I can't watch this, guys. Like, it's my fault.
That's hilarious.
I'm a Cowboys fan too, so I feel your pain.
Oh my gosh! So you guys are both Cowboys fans? Oh man, okay. Listen, I'm not an NFL fan. I root for NFL players. I don't have an allegiance to a team. I enjoyed watching Stafford win the other night, but I would have enjoyed watching Burrow win just as much, right? I would have been just fine with it. And that's fine. How you feel, man. Feel how you feel, right?
It ain't Burrow's fault. It's LSU fans' fault. We'll keep it at that. I like Burrow. I don't like LSU.
Fair.
Dig it. So yeah.
I don't
so
like the Browns. Love Myles Garrett.
ooh, I mean some Nick Chubb. Some Nick Chubb and some Baker Mayfield, huh?
Oh, I can't stand Baker Mayfield.
Go back and watch that 2017 Rose Bowl, and then imagine that those two guys are going to be like roommates and like play on in the same backfield for the pros. It's nuts, man, nuts.
Every time I hear Rose Bowl, I think back to UCLA and us blowing that lead against UCLA in Kellen Mond's first game as an Aggie. Yeah, I didn't need that in my life.
I remember that.
Do you remember that Rose Bowl when Mayfield's running down with this whole business or whatever? Dude, I remember sitting on my my grandfather-in-law's couch like this. and then it got handed to him, bro, and it was beautiful. So anyhow, expectations. I have something in mind.
Okay.
But I want to hear what you all have in mind. Maybe we should look at a schedule. Let's do that. Let's look at a schedule.
I've got it up, so go ahead, pull it up for me.
Yeah. All right. There it is. Okay. So September 3rd, Sam Houston. Home game. Sam Houston, App State, and Miami.
My schedule has the maroon and white game first. I can promise you we'll win that one.
But somebody will also lose that one, so maybe we should skip it. Sam Houston and App State. I mean, not to take anything away from App State. They listen.
App State can play ruiners for a lot.
They're a decent football team, but they shouldn't be on the field with you guys, and nor should Miami, to be quite honest with you. Though it will be interesting to see what Miami is able to do with Super Mario heading down there, right? So we'll see, but I still don't think they're going to be ready to get on the field with you guys right now. I see A&M going 3-0 in the first 3 games.
Oh, please. I'd love that.
KT, how you feel about that?
I agree. I don't think none of those 3 can hold them.
All right, then you got Arkansas, Mississippi State, and Alabama.
If we don't do Arkansas this year, I'm quitting. I'm done.
Oh, don't quit, because there's no shame in losing to the Pigs this year or last year. Pittman has done a remarkable job with those guys. They are not slouchy. Having said that, I would probably pick right now. I would probably pick A&M to win that game, though I think it could go either way and it will be close. I think you guys should be around 51% to win that game, though.
I'll tell you right now, we have won that game every year since joining the SEC. Arkansas wins 1, and I was at the game. Their fans were insufferable.
Of
course. Like, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
Hashtag Dan Mullen. Oh my God. Okay.
That blind squirrel, I'm gonna be honest, that blind squirrel was better than y'all, though. They were the better team. I think y'all go 1-2 in that stretch.
Can we just the fact that Isaiah Spiller had the 60-yard touchdown, and then we didn't run the ball the rest of the game, and I was like, well, we're losing this game.
Yeah.
Like, y'all just gonna not try? Cool.
Arkansas is they're losing some meat, but they're gaining some too. So Hazelwood's coming over to replace Burks, right? Treylon Burks.
Yeah.
Man, Burks is a freaking machine, and he will be greatly missed by Hog Nation. And I mean, we don't have to play him, so the only thing that bums me out is I don't get to watch him play anymore.
He'll make an NFL team very happy.
He will, and rightfully so. That kid is a player and a half. But I'm circling the Arkansas game. I think it'll be a game worth watching. It'll definitely be the game. We'll pick it. It'll be one of our games of the week on our show. Mississippi State. Ducati is worried about these guys. He's worried about them. I'm not. I don't have any particular hatred for Mississippi State. I just don't think that they're very good right now.
We lost to them, so.
Yeah.
Man,
They beat a few good teams.
we lost to them and then turned around and beat Bama, though. So if
Yeah.
that's what it takes to beat Bama, I'll take a loss to Mississippi State all day.
That's when that's like when the devil's there and you're like, listen, man, I'm willing to do anything, and the devil says, anything. Yeah. So but the thing is, it is in Starkville, so you guys gotta
Go to Stark Vegas.
go there, Stark Vegas, and then you get on the road and go to Tuscaloosa. So it's a tough stretch. I mean, Arkansas, Mississippi State, Alabama, back to back to back. That's a tough stretch. I think if you come out of that stretch 2-1, you have to be thrilled, right?
Oh, absolutely. If we lose Mississippi State again, I might cry.
If the 2 wins are against Arkansas and Alabama, you're still going to cry.
Still gonna cry.
Okay, fair enough. I think you guys are going to come out of that stretch 2-1.
If we lose to Alabama at Alabama, I'm not upset, especially because we beat them last year and they're going to come at us with a vengeance.
Yeah, no doubt. Next stretch of games, you guys got to go over to the bad Columbia, and then you got Ole Miss and Florida back to back.
What's the good Columbia then?
The one in Missouri.
Really?
It's way better. It's way better than that one in South Carolina.
They're really a good Columbia.
No, but there is a bad one. There's Columbia and there's bad Columbia. And you're going to see bad Columbia this year.
I went to visit. I think it was my junior year. I went to that game. It wasn't horrible. I'm not here for anybody that yells "Go Cox." I think it's weird. Not here for it.
I just want them to play Oregon State every year. When can we get that game up, man? That is, I'm dying for that one.
But we haven't lost to South Carolina since joining the SEC, and they are every year.
Yep, that's your crossover
rival.
Yeah.
So since Kenny Hill crushed their hopes and dreams that first year in the SEC.
What was it? There was a couple years ago where they South Carolina played you guys, obviously, like they do every year. But they also had a crossover game with the other match was with Alabama, and they play Georgia every year anyway. And their rivalry game is Clemson. So,
yep.
And it was like, why are you doing this, South Carolina? Because it's not like Florida and Kentucky and Tennessee are going to roll over for you either, right? South Carolina is bringing in Spencer Rattler and Austin Stogner and some other pieces, and they did beat Florida in Shane Beamer's first year. They did beat Auburn in Shane Beamer's first year. So who are the Gamecocks? We don't even really know. I'll tell you that I don't think
team that beats the Aggies.
I wouldn't put money on them to beat A&M this year. So Ole Miss and Florida. KT, how is Florida going to be, man?
It's tough to say. They're a dumpster fire right now. It just depends. It depends on how Napier can rally the troops. They can be dangerous and they can be like this year. That's hard to say. I don't know. I hope they're trash again, honestly, but
I'll be at that game with one of my really good friends that's a Florida fan, so I'm a hope that they're trash.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for y'all. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure. But also, I would root against Florida if they were playing the Taliban, for God's sake.
Same, probably.
So, South Carolina, Ole Miss,
and Ole Miss is getting a new quarterback too because Matt Corral's leaving.
Of those 3 games right there, I think that A&M can win 2 of them.
I think A&M could win all 3 of those. No questions asked.
All right. And then Auburn, UMass, and LSU to end the season. I think it's a cakewalk. I think 3-0 there. LSU is a talented team.
LSU gives us fits.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah. So I think
Johnny didn't beat LSU. Not one.
If you woke up tomorrow and somebody told you, "Hey, I'm from the future, and I know that A&M is going to go 9-3 in 2022, and they're going to win their bowl game, so they're going to finish 10-3, and in 2 years they're going to win a national championship."
I take it.
You take it. All right.
Well, I guess it would depend on who the 3 losses are. But if we're gonna win, if it comes with a national championship the next year, I'll take like Hell, we can go 5-7 next year for all I give a shit. If we get a national championship the year after, I don't care.
Nice. Okay. I think that 9-3 or 10-2 seems to be about a reasonable expectation for A&M this year.
I feel like that makes sense, and I'll accept that. I don't like when I went through, because I did go through the schedule. I see a loss to Alabama, but I feel like the rest of the games are winnable.
Right. So then the question becomes, how many of them are losable?
LSU. If we lose to Zach Calzada and Auburn, I can't. I cannot lose to Zach Calzada after he wants us all to suck his dick. He can suck mine. I'm done.
Oof. So yes, I think you got to start thinking about Florida, LSU, Ole Miss.
I don't know how to feel
Arkansas.
about Ole Miss. I don't know how I feel about Ole Miss.
I think that Kiffin's dangerous, but that just might be me.
Maybe it depends on the quarterback. Who's going to be the quarterback?
Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah, Dart. Yeah.
And they got Zach Evans coming. They're gonna be tough.
That's right. I forgot about Zach Evans. Dang, that's right.
They're gonna be tough.
Yeah. He'll grab him somebody out of the portal to play defense for him, just like they did last year. Yeah. He ain't got to make but just 2 tackles in a game. Just stop you from
50 points. It's fine, right?
Yeah, he's gonna score 70. Just all he's got to do is hold you under 70. So that's kind of the philosophy train there. So anyhow, expectations. Absolute floor 9-3. Absolute ceiling
undefeated.
You think so?
The ceiling, like the best we could do with, and I'll say it because I haven't said his name yet, and I'm obsessed with him. Devon Achane, the fastest player in college football, literally. Because Evan Schwartz is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll be fine. That's why, like, when Isaiah Spiller is leaving, people are like, "Oh, we're fucked. We don't have a running back." I'm like, "Have you not met Devon Achane?"
Yeah, I like Achane. I watched him running. I think it was the bowl game year before last. If I'm not
Orange Bowl, yep, when he was the MVP of the Orange Bowl.
I thought, dang, this kid right here, he's got some wheels on him, man.
So, he hits the second gear, and you're like, Achane gone. Bye.
It's like Arian Smith. I hope we can hang on to him for a whole season, keep him healthy for a whole season. I can't wait to see what that dude does.
If you watch the Alabama game, he crushed their spirits with that kickoff return.
Mm-hmm.
They scored the touchdown to bring them within a touchdown, and they were like, all their fans were like, "Yeah, we're gonna win!" And then Devon Achane crushed their spirits. Yeah, he's my favorite.
Yeah, trust me, we were sitting right there. We live streamed that. We were out here talking much love for them giggums, So anyhow, I got nothing else for the expectations. Like I said, 9-3 absolute floor. And you say undefeated is the ceiling. Okay. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and make my prediction be 10-2. Book it, right? So hate me if you want to, but
otherwise, with a natty.
Yeah, that's up to you now. Like I said, it's got to make you feel good that every team who signed a number 1 class thus far in the playoffs era has gone on to win a natty. So that's got to make you feel good. But it's up to you to uphold that end of the bargain. Right?
It would be the Aggies to ruin it.
It would be Auburn to ruin it, to be honest with you. But anyways, hey folks, it's been fun tonight. Let's you guys stick around. We'll chat for a little bit. All right.
All right.
All right. See y'all. Peace out. Just let it run for a little while. This is that bonus content. This is the stuff that only shows up on the special features. Here, I'm going to put this back up, and maybe we can answer some questions from our viewers. I know the comments have been stacking up over here. Let's see. Oh boy, let's go back and look at some of the Patrick Oliver. Hey guys, what's going on, Patrick? Missing you, dude. Kayla, let me get that hat. Facebook user Emory Jones is a dumpster fire, just like the team he plays for. Good Christ.
I wish I could have got Twitch up and running, man. My OBS was crashing, dude.
Oh man,
they would have ate this up. They'd have loved it. I'm gonna get next week's show on there. I'm gonna.
It's finally recruiting season.
I don't know who that is, man, but well, I'll find out after the show goes final. You can go back and read the comments on Facebook. I missed you as well, Facebook user. Yeah. So when you come on the show, you have to give Facebook permissions to do it. Hey, but I got an idea. Let's try something here. I'm going to share. Nope, here it is. Boom. All right. Yeah, no kidding.
I saved my national championship shirt just for this show. I ain't rocked it yet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, just for this show. I was like, I've rocked the black one. I got to hold the red one for the Field of Streams behind the hedges.
I want a national championship shirt. I want a national championship in anything, in something. Not only that matters. That's wrong.
I'm going to
like in a big 3 sport.
All right. Boom. Boom. There it is. Anybody watching the show right now, type that in your browser. You come on here and talk to us if you want to. If you got the nuggets. If you got the nuggets to do it. And I know you're watching because I can see you. I can smell you watching us.
Let me drop that link in my daggum Discord. We'll have 20 people in here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They be wild.
I can
they
put
were looking for the show. I was like, man, I'm sorry I couldn't get it on there. They were disappointed because I'd already told them I was going live. They were disappointed.
Oh man,
I'll get them on there next week. What I'm gonna do is on Tuesdays I'm gonna try to just get my streams done early in the day so I can help you out.
Okay.
Because I like doing the show. I love it.
Oh man, we love having you around.
I'm no do natty, but I get the job done.
Ain't nobody no do natty.
And
that's actually a good thing. All right. We are very happy to have you aboard too, Shelby. We've needed some Texas color amongst our guys.
I have questions. Our basketball coach was just quoted as saying, "I don't think we have the best players. That's because the head coach is not a good recruiter, but I'm their biggest cheerleader." What?
Better than Tom Crean.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I mean,
him now? Is that justifiable cause?
It's hard for me to feel any sort of sympathy at all when it comes to another team's basketball woes. I wasn't even sure that UGA still played basketball.
We almost got Auburn. That would have been dope.
That would
y'all did beat Auburn, didn't y'all? No, it was Arkansas.
That was Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas beat them. And did you see the dunk at the end of the game? Man, it was disgusting.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. Anytime Auburn loses is a good time. All right, so next week, Shelby, since you're the guest this week, who would you like to see us preview next time?
That's hard. I'm gonna throw. Can I throw my co-host at you and make y'all do Florida with her? Because that'd be fun. She won't do it because she's busy, but because she's. We barely have time to do our podcast, much less yours. But
I want to hold on to Florida just because our viewership here feels some kind of way about them lizards, right? So we'll probably hold them off until later. But I would love to have her on. It would be interesting to hear her talk with Ethan, who's our Florida guy, and is a really smart and good dude. Other than the fact that he's a Florida fan, but he's a good father and a good man. So
I love my co-host, and we're both teachers, so it makes our lives very, very difficult.
Yeah, I taught for 10 years in Georgia, so I feel on that. It's your life is already difficult enough just doing that.
He teaches journalism at the high school, and I teach kindergarten. So
nice. And you both are in College Station?
No, we're both in Dallas.
Oh, okay. Your sister goes to College Station.
Yes, my sister's in College Station. I'd kill to be back in College Station sometime.
Yeah. Cool town. It is a cool town. All right. So, it's we're going on about an hour here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off unless there's anything that you folks would like to talk about. Otherwise, I got to go upstairs and do the dishes and the laundry and that sort of thing.
I got to go to bed. I got to be at work at 7:30.
Yeah, same. How about you, KT? What's going on in your life these days? You making any money?
Good bit.
Yeah, nice. That's what I like to hear, buddy. That's what I like to hear. Are
We
you
actually,
coaching?
Miller County had their first baseball game today, but I didn't get to go because it was in Marion County. But
Oof. Yeah, I was going to ask you how was baseball looking this year?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I haven't talked to my dad today, so I'll have to check him out and see how it goes. They got really nice jerseys. I was actually going to wear, you know me. I was so good they retired my number. I got my number 13 jerseys, but I was going to wear one today. I might break out a jersey next Tuesday, so I can rep the home team.
Patrick said he'll mortgage his house to make sure he gets on the Lizard Show.
Come on with it. I got to get Patrick on my podcast one or on my show one. I got to get all y'all on my show. Man, I wish I could have streamed it. That pissed me off. I tried, and it was just crashed. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Are you doing any sort of like guests on the show? Do you bring guests on while you play?
No, I never have. But I mean, there's always time for a first.
Why not, dude? Yeah, man. If you ever want a guest, you shoot me a link, and I'm there, brother. So
Man,
provided that
me know.
I just have to put the children in bed. That's the what the hell
let
is
me
this?
know. You know I usually go on around 9. It lingers from all the way to maybe 11, 12. You don't ever know about me. And anytime you want to get on there, man, you just let me know. I do it through Discord. So like I'd get your face through Discord on my screen. But
Gotcha. Yeah. Now, Duke, that's something that Ducati would be into is getting on there on the gaming channel. That'd be fun. Get some Ducati in there. That joker, once he gets wound up,
he can come on anytime too. That's my boy. I like watching y'all, man. Y'all got a good y'all just got good chemistry, man. Y'all
Shelby, have you met Ducati yet?
I have not.
Legend, the man, the myth, the legend.
Do natty.
Love
that guy. I swear I love that guy. He cracks me up.
He is the bane of Gators everywhere. All right, so we want you to share your podcast on our page, Shelby.
Okay, how do I do that?
Just post it. I mean, okay. I'll be happy to post it. If you tag me in or whatever, leave me a content. Look at this. Look at this, Patrick. Do natty on your stream. Do it.
I got to. It will blow up.
Bring the house down. Yeah. So but if you can get me, just either you post it on our page or I can make you an admin. On our page. How's that sound?
All right, sounds good.
It's all coming together. My plan. All right, people. I will let these videos go over the course of the rest of the week. So be on the lookout. If you're subscribed to the channel, new content comes out 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's what like 3:00 for you, right?
4:00.
So 4:00. You're only 1 hour back. Okay.
Only 1 hour.
So right after you get out of school, you'll be able to watch the videos. It'll be nice.
Yay!
All right, people. It's been super fun. Thank you, Shelby. Everybody go sub up SEC Biased podcast. And thank you, Caleb. Everybody go and hit up KTG13 TV on Facebook and Twitch. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
See you.